Hi everybody. This is a very brief video to talk to you a little bit about conducting your teacher interview, which some of you may have completed today. It's Friday, November 4th. I would like you to try to complete and submit your interview by next Friday, November 11th. So the purpose of your interview is to learn more about your English language learner case study student, as well as to learn about your teacher's preparation for working with English learners and their approach to working with English language learners. So the protocol worksheet that I provided for you just gives topics, and then you and your partner that you're in your practicum classroom with need to develop questions that you want to ask the teacher. The first two areas here are these are areas that you'll include these on your English learner profile sheet. And I just included them here so you can remember to ask your teacher about them. These are things that you might ask even through email or in passing, but if you want, when you're sitting down with your teacher, you could go over these things as well. If there are any information about your English learner student that your teacher does not feel comfortable sharing, that is completely fine, because the most important thing is to protect the students' confidentiality and their comfortability in the classroom. So keep that in mind. So the questions that you probably want to really focus, these ones are important for your profile sheet, but these down here, these topics are important for discussing with your cooperating teacher. So again, you'll want to look at these topics and develop a question or questions that you and your practicum partner want to ask to your teacher. And what you're going to submit to me are actually the questions that you end up asking, and then your notes or your transcript of what the teacher said in response to those questions. Your interview should be face-to-face, and that way you can ask the teacher to clarify things that you don't understand or that you need an example of. So if they say, oh, I use Kagan strategies to help my students learn, and you don't know what Kagan strategies are, ask them to give you an example. Well, what? I've not heard of Kagan strategies. Can you explain that to me? And that way you can be clear about what they're telling you about. And so what you want to submit to me on As You Learn, like I already mentioned, are the questions that you ask and then the responses that are provided by the teacher. Even though you're conducting the interview alongside of your partner that's in your practicum classroom, each and every person should submit their own interview, and that's because this is for your own case study assignment, and as well each of you will be selecting your own student, and so this item and these items up here that are about specific students, those will be different, whereas your responses to these questions might be similar. I think that's all that I wanted to mention. If you all have any questions about conducting the interview, please just let me know. Okay, thanks a lot.